Hey, I'm Jesse Hunt with Unofficial. We're a web design and digital marketing agency located in downtown Memphis. Since 2002, I've been helping Mid-South businesses just like yours improve their websites and find more customers on the internet. Today, I'm going to perform a video website audit on your website that'll show you some areas for improvement that might be hurting your business. The entire audit will take 15 to 20 minutes and should leave you substantially more informed about what's working and what's not working so well on your website. I hope you'll find the audit informative and that you'll keep me in mind if you ever need some help working on your existing website or building a new one. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's get started.
So here we are on the home page of your website. Now what I'd like to do is spend just a couple minutes going through a few pages of your website and giving you some feedback about what I see. I'll provide feedback about the overall look of your website, how it functions, whether or not it's easy for visitors to understand what actions you're wanting them to take, and more. From there, we'll take a look at some of the tools that Google provides, as well as some Google search results to get a better idea of what Google thinks about your website. Then we'll return to your website and use a couple tools that I have installed on my computer to get a better understanding of the technical aspects of your website and how it's functioning behind the scenes. So Ron, back here on your homepage of your website, you know, the first thing I think I notice whenever I land on your homepage is there's just an awful lot of options here. There's a lot of stuff to click, and there's nothing that jumps out and just punches me in the face and said, hey, this is the most important thing on the website. This is what we want you to do. This is how you become a customer of One Stop Plumbing, Heat, and Air. You know, we look around the page here. So right up here at the top, you've got a phone number, which I think is great. I always want to see a phone number up here in the header, so that's good. But then right below it, there's a button that says Contact Us Now. You got all these buttons down the left side: home, product knowledge, products, services, service offers, blah, blah, blah. You got residential, commercial, plumbing, again, another set of options here. You come down here a little bit further, and then there's this selecting a new system, should I repair or replace, high energy bill concerns, yada, yada, yada. Every one of these says click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. And then you got these buttons down here. You got schedule or repair over here, which is a call to action. There's just an awful lot of stuff that it's telling me to do, and I think the average visitor might find it kind of hard to decipher what is the correct action that I need to take right this minute. And so what we want to do is build your website in a way where when a visitor's on your website, there's absolutely no question about what the next step is, right? I mean, it's good that you've got all these pages of content, products and services and all that. Visitors certainly need to be able to get to all that information. But there should be really big, obvious call to action that's a different color than everything else that says, you know, request a quote now, or contact us now, or get in touch, or whatever that call to action is that we want people to take. In addition to that, there's no contact form on this page. So if somebody lands on your homepage and they decide they want to get in touch right this second, they can either call you or they can click to go to your Contact Us page, but that's just an extra click. I would put a form on every page of your website here that says, you know, request a quote now or something like that. Have a field for their name, their address, their phone number, and really that's about it. Maybe an email address. But the less fields you have, the more likely they are to fill it out. Ask for as little information as you can. As long as it'll get you enough information to get your foot in the door, get them on the phone, and then you can work on selling your services yourself. But the object is to generate the lead, not to complete the sale, not to make them take any extra steps. So that's my critique of the homepage. Needs to be simplified, streamlined. I think you need more text. Your text really is confined to this space right here, which without counting it, I'd say is maybe, if you're lucky, 50 words. And I think your homepage should probably have somewhere more in the 300 to 500 word range. It should not all be up here at the top of the page, though. So we want big, nice pictures. We want a really obvious call to action, a nice contact form so people can get in touch. And then as they scroll down the page, then you hit them with all the words of text. Some people will read it. Some will, really probably most won't. But Google will read it, and Google likes lots of text. So we want to give them lots of text. So adding more text to your homepage will do that. As we click through here, product knowledge, so we get here, there's air conditioner, heat pump. You click that, and it takes me to a video. I'm not sure if that's. So it's the top button here. I'm not saying that this isn't useful, but is it really the most useful thing on the page? I mean, usually whenever you set up your hierarchy of your pages, you want to give people the most important information first. And if I've got a broken air conditioner, I don't care what an air conditioner is. I just care whether or not you're the right guy to fix it for me. So I would say reorder your navigation. Make it home, and then services, where you list these different services that you've got. We talk a lot of upgrade or replacement, new installation. I would make these names of services here agree with Google's categories for their local search. Google has categories like I think they have HVAC contractor as a category. They have air conditioning contractor, AC repair contractor, heating contractor, heating repair service, or heating repair contractor. So I would try to make these page names match up with that. That's going to help you in your local search results. Special offers is good. I'd probably make that a really obvious button. Financing, I would assume, is probably good. I think that's, if you're able to offer that, that's good. I see you don't have any way for them to sign up to apply online in order to get financing. And I know a lot of these financing companies give you the ability to add that to your website. So you might want to check into that and see if that's possible. Service area, this page looks okay. One thing I noticed is I mouse over our company. Contact us is a sub link here. It's a sub page under our company. Well, you want to make contact us one of the most obvious places on the page. If somebody's ready to get in contact with you and they're looking for the contact us page, don't make them hunt through these drop down menus in order to find it. You need contact us in the menu over here. And then schedule a repair. I think this is okay, but I think you got too many fields here. This is just too much information to ask somebody for right off the bat. I would simplify this. Ask them for their name, maybe their address, definitely their phone number, definitely their email address, and maybe that's it. We can talk about that some and decide what information you absolutely have to have in order to be able to give them the information, or in order to get them on the phone and follow up on that. But the less information you ask for, the better. All right, let's click over here. So what I've got open here, this is a tool provided by Google to web developers like myself. This is called the mobile friendly test. And basically Google wants to make sure that your website's mobile friendly, that it looks good on mobile devices and all that good stuff. As you can see, Google says your website is not mobile friendly. They say your text is too small to read, your links are too close together, your mobile viewport's not set. In other words, it's just not optimized for mobile devices. So we want to get in there and figure out how we can recreate the website to make it perfectly optimized for mobile devices. I think when we talked the other day on the telephone, we talked a little bit about responsive web design. We definitely want to make your website responsive. It needs to function perfectly on mobile devices. That's going to give you a better user experience for your visitors, and it's also going to make your website more likely to show up in Google search results for visitors that have that are searching on a mobile device. So getting that fixed should be at the top of the priority list. Okay, next I want to take a look at your Google local listing and compare the information in that listing to the information that's on your website. Specifically, we'll be looking at your name, address, and phone number. This is commonly referenced by the acronym NAP, N-A-P, in my industry. Google wants to see that your name, address, and phone number are perfectly consistent across all the pages of your website, on your Google local listing, as well as on all the other listings that reference your business across the internet, like Yellow Pages listings, Better Business Bureau directory listings, etc. These various internet listings that reference your business information are called citations. When your citations are perfectly consistent across the internet, Google views that as a sign of trust, and they'll rank your website more highly in the local search results. Obviously, better search engine rankings equates to more traffic to your website. More traffic equals more leads equals more sales, and more sales equals a better return on investment from your website. If your name, address, and phone number citations are not consistent across the internet, it might be necessary to manually contact the websites that are publishing inaccurate data and ask them to correct it. If you need help with this, I'd love to discuss it with you. Just give me a shout and we can talk about it. All right, Ron, so talking about your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, came down here to the bottom of your home page, and you can see the very bottom down here, it's kind of gray on gray, so it's a little hard to read. But it says copyright 2016, One Stop Plumbing, Heat, and Air, and you used an ampersand for the and. And it says 6794 East Ridge Cove, Memphis TN 38120. Phone 901-327-6300. All right, so now what I want to do is compare that to a few other places. So I'm going to click over to this tab that I've got open here, and as you can see, I searched One Stop Plumbing, Heat, and Air Memphis, and I just wanted Google to show me some local results for your business. So make it refresh the page here. As you can see, in the map result here, there's two different listings for you. The first one, One Stop Plumbing, Heat, and Air. Again, it's same way you've got it on your website with the ampersand. This one has 901-327-6300, which I believe is what your website has. Yeah, that's the same number that's on your website. And then this other one is One Stop Plumbing, Heat, and Air, 901-327-4822. So a different phone number. So there's an inconsistency there with your phone number. I think we talked a little bit about that the other day on the telephone. I definitely think you need to correct that. The fact that this search pulls up two listings for your business means these two listings are almost competing with one another. I mean, I'll give you an example. Watch what happens. I'm going to search Unofficial Memphis, which is the name of my business, and then Memphis is where we're at. And when we search that, see how Google displays this big listing over here on the right? This means that Google thinks that this is the most authoritative listing for my business. Now, what happens is whenever you've got two listings like this, they're competing with one another, so Google doesn't actually think there is an authoritative listing for your business because there's not one listing that's most authoritative. The two compete with one another, so they're equally authoritative, and they ultimately kind of screw each other up. That needs to be fixed. We need to figure out which one of these listings is correct and get rid of the one that's not. Notice there's also the main category for this one is air conditioning contractor. The main category for this one is plumber. So once we define the correct listing, then from there we'll set up all your categories, get your air conditioning contractor, air conditioning repair service, plumbing, HVAC contractor. I think Google will allow us up to 10 categories, so we can go and put all those categories under one listing, and that'll help you with your local search engine rankings. Now let's look at a couple other things. So I've got open here, this is Yellow Pages directory, and this is this particular listing says One Stop Plumbing, Heating is abbreviated HTG, and Air. So this is an inconsistency from the way you refer to your business on your website and the way that Google refers to it. So this is an inconsistency with your citations, with your name, address, and phone number information. And then here we've got 682 Sevier Street, which is different than the information that you've got on your website. So that's another inconsistency. And then this is the 327-4822 number, which matches up with one of these Google listings, but it does not match up with your website. So yet again, another inconsistency. If we come over here to your Better Business Bureau listing, here we've got One Stop Plumbing, Heating, and with an ampersand, AC. So instead of where Google's got One Stop Plumbing, Heating, and Air, here it's One Stop Plumbing, Heating, and AC. Yet again, another inconsistency. Doesn't look like they've got an actual address for you. They've got the 6300 phone number. We come over here. This is Super Pages, so another Yellow Pages directory. This one seems to have your business name right, One Stop Plumbing, Heating, and Air. But again, they've got the Sevier Street and the 4822 phone number. So long story short, you got a lot of inconsistency with your name, address, and phone number, and that's the number one, that's the first thing we got to fix before we go into moving into any of the other optimization stuff that we can do for you. There's a lot that we can do to get you more results from your website. But one of the first things we got to do, besides making the website mobile friendly and fixing the call to actions and stuff, is fixing this name, address, and phone number, all this citation data. Having all these inconsistencies is really going to hurt you when it comes to your local search engine results. So I'd love to talk to you about that. I can definitely help you with that. We've got a system for fixing that. We're pretty efficient at it, and so I can definitely help you with that. So let's talk about that whenever you've got some time. Now let's look at some search engine rankings. First, it's important to understand the types of results that are displayed on a typical Google search. So what I've done here is I searched Memphis Diet Clinic because this is a field that I've worked in a little bit, and I knew that this would pull up some examples of the types of listings that I'm going to tell you about. Now, often at the top of the Google search results, you'll see a section of sponsored results. You'll recognize the sponsored results by the small ad icon, this little orange, yellowish icon here next to them. Now, these people are paying to be here. So to put it simply, the more you pay Google, the higher you rank in these sponsored ad spaces. So for the sake of this video, we're going to disregard these sponsored listings. Below the sponsored results, many searches also display a section of map results. So these listings right here below this map. Now these map listings are also referred to as local results. Websites show up in the local results by being built well, having a physical address that's fairly close to what the user is searching for, having online reviews, and having lots of citations with perfectly consistent name, address, and phone number information. Now finally, below those map results, you'll see 10 listings down here that we refer to as organic results. Now, websites rank in the organic listings by being built well, with the right keywords in the right places the right number of times. It's also very helpful to have lots of other websites linking back to your website and to have a domain name that's not brand new, so it has a bit of age on it. Now, your goal for your business should probably be to have your website ranking both in the local results up here under the map, as well as down here in these organic results. And once you've got your website ranking in both of those places, then you can turn your focus to trying to get videos about your business ranking in the search engine results, directory listings, Better Business Bureau listings, as many listings about your business as you can to get those to rank here on the first page of Google in the search results. The idea here is that the more of your listings that you can put here on the first page of Google, the more of your competitors that it pushes off the bottom of that first page. And so the fewer competitors you have and the more of you that shows up on that page, the more likely you're going to be to get the business instead of your competitor. All right, Ron, so here what I tried to do is put myself in the shoes of one of your potential customers. And I said, if I was looking for somebody that does what Ron does, what would I be typing into Google to try to find somebody to help me with that? The first thing that came to mind was Memphis air conditioner repair. And so as we scroll through here, we're going to kind of ignore the paid listings up here where these folks are paying to be there. But as you get down here in these map results, well, you know, the 3-pack or whatever, you see Aloha Air Conditioning, C&K Heating and Air, and Air Masters. So you didn't make the hunt at all right here in the local results, not showing up at all there. Then as we scroll down below that to the organic listings, this is a Better Business Bureau listing. Here we've got Conway Services. Then we've got the Yellow Pages, Air Masters, Yelp, Choates, Precision, Service Experts Memphis, Angie's List, and Memphis AC and Heating. So you didn't make the first page at all on this Memphis air conditioner repair search. I think that's probably a missed opportunity. You know, with some work, I think we could get you showing up probably in the local results here and probably also in the organic results below that. I think there's definitely some opportunity for improvement there. Next, I searched Memphis Plumbing. Once again, here in the local results, you see Larry O Plumbing and Rooter, Brooks Plumbing, Total Plumbing. As we scroll down through here, we see some of the same folks, Mr. Rooter, Better Business Bureau, Conway, Dennis Wright. I actually built this website here. Jim Dandy Plumbing, Yellow Pages, Angie's List, Thumbtack, National Economy Plumbers. Once again, not showing up at all if somebody's looking for a Memphis plumber. And then I did Memphis air conditioning contractor. Same story here, not showing up in the local results. And as we scroll down through here, through the organic results, not showing up in those organic results either. So if these local results are important to you, which I gather they probably are based on our conversation on the telephone the other day, I think we've got some work to do. There's definitely some stuff we can do to get your ranking better in these, starting with improving the website and making it mobile friendly, and doing some optimization there on the website, and then going through fixing all those inaccurate name, address, phone number things we talked about, getting some other websites to link back to your website, maybe creating some content for you and getting that out there on the internet. So there's lots of different ways that we can approach it and things that we can do to get you ranking, but some work is definitely necessary in order to get you the results that you're looking for here in these search results. I'm going to click back over to your website real quick. I've got this little utility installed here on my browser. This is the Google Tag Assistant. Basically, this scans your website, tells me if you've got any Google tags installed. What this shows me is that you do have one tag installed called Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics tracks the traffic on your website. It tells us how many people are coming to the website, what they're looking at while they're there, how long do they stay around, where did they come from? So they come from Google or Facebook or the Better Business Bureau or the Yellow Pages or whatever. It's a really good tool to give some tracking information and get a better understanding of how your website's performing as a marketing tool and whether or not you're getting a good return on your investment. Now, I'm curious, do you analyze this Google Analytics data? Do you look at that stuff? Are you paying attention to it, and do you understand what it means? If you've got it and you don't ever look at it, you should be looking at it. If you've got it and you look at it but you don't understand it, you should call me up and let me show you how to interpret that data. There's good stuff here, and it can really mean the difference between a website that just sits there and never does anything for you versus a website that's really a valuable marketing tool for your business. So let's analyze your Google Analytics sometime and give you a better understanding of what's happening on your website. One last thing I want to look at here, and then we'll wrap this thing up. This is a tool I've got installed on my browser called SEO Quake, and this is their page SEO audit. So page search engine optimization audit. It scans through the website and just gives us a real quick glance at what's working well and what's not in terms of how your website was optimized. And so I'm just going to skim down through here. You see all these little warning icons. That means there's problems here. So your title tag, in my opinion, the title tag is the most important place to have your keywords on your website. And you've got some keywords here, but I'm not sure that this is a great title tag. One, it's way too long. It's 137 characters. You really want it to be 70 characters or less, so it's about almost double the length that it should be. And it's I would pick one keyword and optimize one keyword on each page of your website, a different keyword on each page. And it looks like here whoever did this just kind of took a shotgun approach and said, we're going to pack all the keywords into this page. So your title tags: heating, cooling, furnace and air conditioning installation, repair and maintenance, one-stop plumbing, heat and air, Memphis TN 38120 train. Way too much stuff, man. Let's work on your title tags and make those better. Meta descriptions. This is where Google gets the description text for your website. Yours is too long. A really good meta description can give a compelling reason for people to click your website instead of the competitors. Yours needs some work. I can help you with that if that's something you want some help with. Heading tags. It looks like you've got one heading tag on your website. A heading is another great place to put your keywords in order to show up on the search engines for them. But it looks like yours is a missed opportunity. You don't really have good keywords in your heading tags, so I think we need to work on fixing that. Image alt tags. You've got images without alt text. Alt text just tells Google what the image is all about. It's a good place to put your keywords, and so we want to fix this. Text HTML ratio 20.26%, which they say is not bad. I think you need more text on your website. I would encourage you to improve that. There are a couple things here, AMP and Meta Viewport. I won't get caught up in the technical complexities here, but these are some things that we could fix. This Meta Viewport will be fixed once you make the website mobile friendly. This shows your website's missing robots.txt. It hasn't defined what language your website's written in. You're missing micro formats, which is a good way to communicate your name, address, and phone number information to Google. And you're missing a favicon. So I'm not going to get bogged down in the technical complexities of all this. If you want some help fixing it or if you want to talk about it, give me a shout and I'll be glad to tell you more. But I don't want to bog you down too much with that. So, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this audit up right here. I hope you found the information that we've covered informative and helpful. My goal is to be a resource to you. I want to gain your trust and ultimately earn your business. I want to be your go-to website design and internet marketing pro. I'd really love to hear your feedback on this audit. If it's not too much trouble, please give me a quick call on my cell phone and let me know what you thought, good or bad. My cell phone number is 901-491-6490. If I haven't heard back from you in a couple days, I'll follow up with you to make sure that you receive my email, to see if you have any questions, and to see if I can assist you in any way. In the meantime, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I'm looking forward to chatting with you soon. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a great day.